Mushy, mushy. You know, it's been a while, and I would have thought that I somehow would have still had at least part of my voice back. No. Why would that be a thing? Getting there. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, just me and the little guy just still hacking up a lung or two and all that jazz. But we're back. Cold Steel 4. We're finished up with Final Fantasy X. Making it hard at work to get Final Fantasy 8 up and running. I don't know what the future holds for that game. I really don't know. I forgot how ugly Final Fantasy 8 was. Now, if we remember me playing Final Fantasy 7 throughout the wazoo, all these mods. The nice thing about 7 was there was a mod manager that we could put everything to. Number 8, unfortunately, does not have such a thing. Or I think maybe the remastered version does, or if it does, it's a Patreon. I don't know. But anyway, so I did get it to roughly work, and then it crashed. And then I got the voice mod thing to work, but then none of the other mods would work. So then I went back and got rid of the voice mod, and then didn't put a few of the mods, and it seemed to work okay. So I'm trying to find that happy medium. And I have to say, I know people were indifferent to the voice mod on Final Fantasy 7. I really think they did a really nice job on 8. And so I would really like to play 8 with the voice mod. They also did 9, I believe, as well, but we just played through 9, so we won't be doing that. But ladies and gentlemen, we are live with the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. Back and let's get on into it. So yeah, I mean, it was a very busy weekend. I mean, I apologize. It's been like what I'm gonna judge by my last follow 6 days maybe since we've streamed, which just it's one of those just weird weeks. I've said this before. It's a very weird thing of my short work weeks somehow end up being very little streams, and somehow a week like this where I'm working most of the week, somehow it'll work out that I'm able to stream more. I don't know how that works out somehow, but good morning, DJ. How are you? Hope you had a wonderful vacation. How was it? Oh, we're here. Oh. All right, it clued in just exactly where we were. Okay, so this is good. We're just starting off basically at Bryonia Island. We're going to head on off to a shrine, which, there's lots to do here. So we can probably head up there, because I see a small little green star, purple rainbows, and all the other Lucky Charm things. So yeah, we can roll on in. We got Reen back, so that's the positive out of all of this. That's the DDP of it all, I think. What's the volume at? Okay, well that's doable. That's doable. It was great. Now I'm packing for a convention. I'm going to go over for the weekend. Nice. Just enjoying everything now, aren't you?
Everyone ready?
What's everybody want? Gale. That's what everybody wants, is Gale.
It's mine.
There we go. Let's get back in with a feel of everything. There we go. That feels good. There you go. Oh, jeez. She can't even do enough for a Gemini Blast. Kill that thing. We recognize that thing from a while ago. There. Oh, well, you could have went for Kurt there. That would have been the play. Oh, 0 farts, eh? Yeah, get it on in there. Leave Thursday for going to meet some Trails VAs. Is Mr. Chiplock gonna be there? That's the only voice actor I can remember. I'm sure there are many more, but I just can't remember. What do we need? Do we need anything? We might as well use one here. Yeah, probably just Evil Crest, just get everyone's health back up, a little reflecting so nobody can do anything crazy to us. There you go. The Yuna.
Sure.
I eventually will say things correctly, I promise. But,
Done already?
there we go. I really just can't get over the whole Reen is now Darth Vader. Like, if Darth Vader could wear something other than his armor, essentially. That's what I'm looking at there. Artium Heal can now be used. 30% HP, 30 CP. And that's a really good one. That's a really good one. That sounds wonderful. Magical, even. Yeah, okay. Some nice things. Gonna murder a plant.
Now, brace yourself. It's down! It's mine!
Does Mr. Chiplock think he's too big for the convention stuff? There's a lot of conventions going on this past weekend. Like of the big ones that I mostly knew, there was TwitchCon, which was in Las Vegas, and you know, for something that I've been generally paying attention to rather recently, was the Final Fantasy Fan Festival out in London, England. Oi! Yeah, so lots of stuff was going on. I think they dropped a teaser trailer and a teaser new class, so you know, slowly getting into that. I have like a healthy obsession with the game you hate, DJ. Triple Triad. It's hilarious.
It's down! It's mine!
I'm just going around everywhere, just like, so because I've just sort of gotten back into it a little bit, I've started to like, I'll just go back on my main and just, you know, rummage around and try to remember what we're doing before we start a brand new character sort of on stream and get everything going, but it's good to get back into it.
Not too
I always never understood how like conventions for like VAs act like, because I know like as I was never really a convention. I think I've gone to one in all of my time, the Toronto Fan Expo, and what I remember was like, you know, like I did remember seeing, and it always, because I never knew how they worked, I was always like, wait, you have these supposedly millionaire actors, wrestler, all of these people, and I remember looking, I'm like, wait, $50 for a picture? And it's so funny, my friend has brought this up before. I'm trying to remember who it was. I remember it was the Iron Sheik, and I think it was the Honky Tonk Man. I think of two people. And not to say that whether or not they were millionaires or not or whatever, but I remember that my buddy just pulled out his phone and took a picture of them. Like, and I remember Honky Tonk saying something, and I'm sitting there thinking like, why are they so mad? And then, like, you know, he's explaining to me, he's like, oh, like, that's sort of how they make money. I'm like, wait, like, they're on a Legends contract, like, they're making good, like, you know, like, I don't understand why they have to charge more. And then, you know, then you go everywhere else, and people are doing, like, meet and greets, and some of them are $150, $200 to, you know, sit and meet and talk with them for 5 seconds, and I'm like, these people make good money. What, like, so I never understood how that works. If do they pay the convention center like a flat fee to show up, and then in order to make their money back? Is that how that's working? Like, I remember like when Will Wheaton wasn't afraid of the internet, I remember people would get annoyed with him, probably just because they can get his rocks off on it, and you know, now he doesn't do them anymore. But it was one of those things of where he's getting annoyed, so he doesn't do them anymore, type of thing. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, people just think of like, maybe I just assume they're all millionaires. I don't know. Since the pandemic, all VAs are charging for autographs because most would at least sign 2 things for free. But so like, I understand the pandemic, like nothing happened for basically 2 years. But why is it that the pandemic changed things for them of where now they charge, whereas before they wouldn't? What was it about the pandemic was it because they were out of work for 2 years? Like games and stuff were still being made, shows were still being made. What was it about that changed where like, I'm gonna start charging? I've always said that like, if I ever became popular, whether it be streaming, somehow hit it big in movies, I would never charge for those types of things. Never. If someone can take their time out of their day to come see me, why not? Now, mind you, it sort of sets you up like the whole terrible wrestling people that wait for the wrestlers at the airport to sign 14, autographs so they can sell them on eBay. That's where I would draw the line. But fortunately, I'm not a wrestler. I don't have the body. I don't have the body, Ventura. But it's been hard. Believe it's been 2 months already. This is impressive. It's even bigger than I imagined. That's just a rock. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh! More of those things. Like another guy like I always hear about that's always on the convention circuit, like because he's got his little podcast, is Kevin Nash. And it's funny because you hear him bitch about like sometimes having to go to these conventions and then like, his fee is like $150 per whatever they want, picture and an autograph, whatever, right? But then like, it's like the guy sometimes doesn't read the room because all the other time he's going on and on about his investments and how he's making millions of dollars a year in residuals and NW and all this. I'm sitting there thinking like, for Christ's sakes, dude, like, come on. Conventions pay to have the voice actor at the convention. So that's what I'm saying. So the convention pays, let's use Kevin Nash as an example. The convention pays Kevin Nash to go to a convention, right? Let's say they pay him 10 grand. So that's what I'm saying. So who is is it the convention that's charging that rate to get the autograph in the picture and not necessarily the actor? Because now I'm even more confused. Why wouldn't it go the other way? So the voice. So these people are getting to double dip because the convention's obviously getting paid back in what people are paying to get into the convention, right? The general admission, right? And sometimes you can buy different packages. I understand that. But so now I'm not. So let's say Kevin Nash is getting 10 grand from the convention. And then he's able to charge $150, $200 for his autograph and a picture. He's doubled, like, he's making bank. Wow. I'm sorry, that just confuses me more. Well, I saw it with Group B back when we were students, but it's still just as imposing. This thing's huge. The old stories definitely weren't exaggerating. So this is one of those sacred treasures that formed the Great One. Wayne Gretzky. That's right. This is the Arc Rouge, the Septarian of Fire. The Hexen clan has watched over it for generations. And the other piece of the puzzle is Lost Gem, which is under the gnome's care, right? Isn't that the one that's out in the Highlands? When the two clashed, they gave birth to the Septarian of Steel. That's right. Lost Gem's remains went flying all over the way to the Nord Highlands, while Arc Rouge's ended up here. It's a distance of thousands of Selch. It must have been quite the explosive battle. Well, they merged to form the Great One, but this is all that remains. As Instructor Reen said, these are just empty shells now. You think. But I don't feel anything from this. It's like it's empty. Knowing what we do now, it's easy to see why I couldn't sense anything back then. The two Septarian fused to become something beyond human comprehension. And the Divine Knights were created to split up the new Septarian's power. Odds are the curse came into being around the same time. I get the feeling there's a lot of stuff we don't know. Either way, these events are what led to the Great Twilight being released. If Crow really does hold the key to all of this, the only thing we can do is chase him down and get him to tell us what he knows. Yeah, and we can't make any plans until we know the whole story anyways. I guess we're heading to Soul Shrine. Let's head to the other side of the island. Understood. Want to head back for now? Convention pays for the voice actor fee, which includes oh my god, it even gets worse. So the voice actor is literally out no money to show to these things not only is getting paid by the convention, but is also double dipping and charging you for an autograph and a picture. Wow. Why even bother being a voice actor? You can just do the convention circuit. Jeez Louise. They bring their own stuff. So I can't go up this ladder here? Triple dipping? Triple dipping. They bring their own stuff, like whether it be a picture or what, for people to buy and then get to sign? DJ, the way I'm reading this, they're paid by the convention to show up. They then charge autographs for pictures, and then they have things for people to buy to get signed as well. Like, let's bring up, you bring a Yuna action figure. When you buy a picture from that, get signed. Right, I would certainly hope so. Okay, so still double dipping. But you know, you have an action figure of Yuna, you want her to sign it. You're getting charged to have her sign that on top of paying. Oh, fucking Christ's sakes. Oh man. Well, after the clash, both Septirion went flying, eventually coming to rest here in Nord. But where exactly did the battle itself take place? Now that you mention it, it's a pretty big gap in our knowledge. You think a fight that intense would have left some serious damage behind? Well, a quick look at the map of the Empire should get a list of places that could be it. The way I see it, isn't that like the most likely place? I agree, but becoming a singularity seems too much to shrug off as a coincidence. People say it's cursed. Stories like that just don't spring up out of nowhere. Alright, they do not want me to go that way currently, so I won't go that way. If we just keep talking about conventions and the double, triple, quadruple dipping at DJ, it'll never go away. It'll never go away. Alright, let's play some trails. I think we already went up there. We're gonna harass this poor plant. Holding his, well, see, now I feel bad. They're just holding their eggs.
Very well.
Some voice guests charge less than others. It's not a set, right? But I'm assuming it's very rare for someone to charge nothing, and I'll tell you why. Because if someone is charging nothing, I guarantee the rest of them all get mad. But like, oh, so-and-so's charging nothing, making me look bad, charging something. Oh. Oh my God, I can just imagine.
Not on my watch. Very well.
Oh, put the snooze on him there. Alright, yeah, so I think we were up there already. We want to go this way through the... This cavern should lead us to the other side of the island. It's presence. What's the matter, instructor? And it's probably nothing to worry about. It's just that I sense something very powerful up ahead. It would be best if we don't tangle with it for now. We can always come back later if we need to. Very well. We both have finally tuned set. Wait, okay. Where are you wanting me to go here? Oh, I guess you want me to go up this. Okay. Lots of places I'm told not to go for an RPG. I mean, I did. There was I went up there because there was the treasure chest, but I think I just stopped. Because I thought through that tunnel would have been something. So I think I got this. Oh.
Yeah, the soul shrine's over this way.
That makes more sense.
It's a bit further in from the dock. All right, let's get going then.
So, okay, and that leads back down to where the ship was. Okay.
Now, brace yourself.
Oh, God. Oh, geez, you of all people.
My turn. Strike! There!
Sure.
Leave it to me!
If we don't start using these things, we'll never use them. They'll sit there forever.
They were no match for us.
Ah. And I think I have a one more trial chest to do, I believe. Who I'm sure I now have the characters. All right, let's go this way. Oh. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the bugs and the flies that we're used to.
Second form, there!
I would love for at this moment to get rid of my sore throat. Really would.
It's mine!
It's been honestly enough since I've had this.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, you got Houston and Texas going to a game 7. Looks like the Phillies might move on with dreamy Bryce Harper. Oh, let's get you in there. Good old Fraggle Rocco has worked well. I don't think they're gonna lose.
Let's go.
But I got a feeling that it's gonna be a team from Texas that's gonna win the World Series. What is it you can't stand about him, though?
Nice, we did it!
I think he's fine. Good baseball player. One of the true greats.
Shit!
Now's our chance!
Alright, rain slide, can we reach him? Yeah, the Art Van delay happening. There you go, a little thrusting action, sure.
It's my turn.
Rain, galed up, there you go.
Second form, there!
Just not a fan of it? Fair enough.
All right! You can't escape! Fire! I shall go.
Alright, what do you got here? What do you got? Yeah, I love when a line's nice and thick like that and it'll reach everybody. Why not? Yeah!
Useless.
Now you tell that rock dog he's useless.
Take this! Very well. Chop! Is that all?
I did find it comical that like all of the Attaboy stuff about like Attaboy Harper thing was getting out of hand and those bothering because like a reporter had essentially said that.
I've heard about it before.
Aerial Dust version R. That sounds like something to throw on somebody. What does it do? It's a greenie. It's an ATS creates a tornado filled with chunks of sharp rubble with a blind Barney Rubble. That's a healer thing, or that is a caster thing. Gotta find someone to throw it onto. Comically enough, like not like really anybody has something I'd really throw it at. That's a lot of evasion. That's a lot of evasion for somebody there. Get our fishing moments out there. Are you finally finished? Can I for once no longer lurk inside of a DJ anime stream? Misty!
There!
No, you're done finally. I can finally enjoy a DJ anime. God, stop missing!
It got away.
How are you, Misty?
There! Got a bite.
I'm seeing them by like a literal, like a hair. There's another word I want to say in there, but I'm not Australian. Misty, have you never played
Nice.
This series at all? The Legend of Heroes? I mean, so here's the thing, Misty, if you've never played it. I gotta tell you.
I got it.
So the 3D ones started with Cold Steel. We're on Cold Steel 4, obviously. But the series, if you want to get into them, I'm going to do my own. I'm going to say you should start with Trails in the Sky 1. That's a big fish. Yeah. It's all part of a bigger thing. Trails in the Sky. Yep, that's what you want to go with. So there's 3 of those. So they're like a top-down old school Japanese RPG. They are on Steam and everything. So there's 3 of those. Then there are 2 other games that look similar. That's called a Zero and Azure. Trails into Azure. Trails Azure and Zero. I'm already screwing this all up for everybody. Don't pay attention to me. And then that's when Cold Steel happens after those. And then there's Reverie, which DJ Anime just finished. So lots going on. But yeah, so like I always say, like, it sucks for people who, like yourself, you just came in, you're watching a pretty face like me stream a video game, and you're like, ooh, I like that.
Got away.
And I mean, I'm not saying that you'd be wrong to start at Cold Steel 1.
Got a bite.
But
Nice.
you know, if you know, I really feel like what my thing would be is like, you would start Cold Steel, right? And you're gonna have a lot of unanswered questions, which is gonna force you to go play the old one. So that's what I'm just telling you is like, if you're gonna like this, which if you're on the page with this, start at the beginning. Start at the beginning. If you don't like the beginning, then fine, then don't play. But I really think that's the direction to go. How was your weekend, by the way, Misty? Did you put pants on at all during the weekend?
Reenact activate. Fire. There.
I hate that ads are 10 times louder. I mean,
My turn.
do you want me to be 10 times louder so that the commercials don't feel left out? I can certainly raise my voice if need be.
Let's go.
Oh, you want ads to be normal? See, I thought maybe this was a Canada thing.
All right.
We had to get government involved. Because it was the same thing on TV. TV ads would be super loud. So this was maybe like, God, it feels like 10 years ago. But yeah, so they had to get the government involved to have everything normalized. Because, you know, we're as Canadians, we're incapable of doing anything for ourselves. We just rely on the Americans and the British.
Everyone okay?
Where is it? Was it selling condoms, Misty? Is that why it was maybe in your face and loud of just like, hey, buy these? Could have been, right? Could have been any of these things. A police force ad? What?
Be careful.
This one's strong.
Do you want to join the Popo? That is funny to me. Yeah, everywhere's struggling to get police.
Let's go.
All right. I'd love an impede. Nail all. You know what? Nail these 2 idiots.
Crimson Flash. It's down. Let's go, everyone. Yes.
Leave it to me.
I thought you said you were finished, DJ. Now you're telling me you're not finished. So, geez, Louise. And also tomorrow,
All right.
Misty, I'm starting up another game called Eternites. That is very much Persona-esque. If I don't know if you've played the Persona games, but that's what tickled my fancy on that one.
My turn.
Your turn, eh? Go Fraggle Rock will work.
Ragnarok. Destroy. There. They're mine. I'll finish it.
Oh, could you just imagine this little swift blow will work?
Shit.
It didn't work.
All right.
Oh, bro.
to me.
What do you got? You're Scally Patera. Oh, you have a lot of HP. I should have probably noticed that. Probably. I didn't, but I should have. Yeah, you're gonna need to be healed here. Yeah, he does. He's getting it. He's getting not enough, quite frankly.
It's my turn.
Poor Reen, I mean, he needs some sensual healing. Probably better just to swap him out at the moment, just so I don't have to worry about it for now. Are you doing anything fun here?
Now, eat this. Here's the
I'll wrap you up with some chains and have some
That's what
fun with
get
you.
for being careless.
Yeah, it's mine.
There you go. We're this close to breaking him. We're this close to breaking him. That's all we really need to do here is just break the bastard. Kurt, you need healing again? God damn it, my friend. Oh, and it's not going to cost me anything. Well, isn't that nice?
Charging.
Let's go. Shut.
It's my turn.
All right, what do you got? What do you got? The Penta shot. Oh, a suction shot. Do they hate fire? They do.
Get a bit spicy. Fire!
Yeah, I always forget about them Brave Order. It's been like 8 years since I've played this game, so you know eventually I'll remember.
Thank you.
Thanks.
No, why do you keep getting turned? Okay, you healed yourself. Oh, so this is just gonna be the game we're gonna play. All right, what do we have that we can use here? I mean, I feel like breaking this gentleman is probably what we want here. You know, a little sledgehammer action for 2 points, right? Get everyone involved. Sledgehammer him up. Get Reen back on in there, maybe. There we go.
Now.
That was a good break, like a Kit Kat right there.
Ragnarok. Destroy. There. I got you.
I got this.
We can get Reener back in there.
Tag out. Leave it
Give
to
you
me.
some magic. He has all these wonderful spells, and not a single one of them he can heal himself with.
It's my turn. Ha!
Thanks.
All right, we're back in busyness.
Let's go. Shut. There.
Ah, she does. I've also forgotten about that. I've forgotten about all of it. Guard break. What does that do? I think that means we just break him, right? Even more so than he currently is. There he is.
Now, it's mine.
Oh, come on. Get the finishing blow out there. It breaks him. Again, yeah, it further breaks him. Well, that'll be good. That way he can't even touch me with his silliness.
It's my turn. Ha! Oh,
Goddamn dragon. What a pain in the ass he was. I gotta tell you, paying attention is a tough thing. Wasn't really on the scope of paying attention. Oh, a trial chest and something to read. The mechanism in this monument has been activated. Okay. Fee and Laura. Save the game real quick in case Fee and Laura are incapable people. I don't think they are.
A worthy opponent.
I think they're very capable. Let's see. Okay, so we got some large ones this time. What do we got? Valiant Hearts Insight for 2 turns. That's gonna cost all my points. That's also ooh. For 1 less for 8 turns.
make it quick.
Just have Laura smash. We could have just Laura smash. Of course we could. Of course we could. You know, more delays.
Ready? Ha! Ha! You're done.
Yeah, isn't she rocking the thing about like my first thing will murder you? She does have 200. I'm just trying to remember if that was a thing or not. Might as well do it, right?
Behold, the soul.
We'll find out. How about that?
Now.
We'll find it out together as a nice little chat. Why is she yelling so much?
Radiant Phoenix Blade.
Well, it did confuse one. There's my fee that we know.
My turn.
There we go. All right.
Ready? Ha! Ha! You're done. Now.
An opening.
Oh, I really thought Fee was gonna get another opportunity there. Look at this.
Weak.
This is how these things have to happen. This is wonderful. This is magical and wonderful and all. Do you have a line that can murder them? Not close enough. Well, I thought we would get. Well, wait. Is that gonna bring them together? No.
Exterminating. It's down.
An opening. My turn.
All right, Laura. Here's your chance. Smack him for 4770. Can you do it? Can you dig it?
Is that all?
Unscathed from these two lovelies. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. You don't see those go that well all the time. Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. What did we get out of there? Fee's order Zephyr Wing has become upgraded to Zephyr Tempest. Oh, and wait, how come Laura didn't get anything out of that? But I did like the whole hey, we're gonna heal you. Boy, 176 saves. I think we are above what Final Fantasy X was at right there. Have you ever played Final Fantasy VIII, DJ? I thought I noticed you said something along those lines. Looks like there's something back up that way. Like up here. Yeah, like how long time ago? Like a long time ago. Looks like there's something here. Brionia sure has some beautiful scenery. Take a picture. Lasts longer. Yeah, I'll send it to Rex when you get a chance, and then he'll send us a pretty picture.
I'm going.
No, wrong button. There we go. We wanted the Arcus unit. Send a landscape photo. Yes, we should.
Hey, how's it hanging? Let me take a peek at the goods.
It's one of those things of like I think that's one of those games of where like I'm gonna massage all of the things so I get it. The one hurdle I've actually run into, the problem is I've got everything to work, but because it uses keyboard controls, so I can still use the controller, but it doesn't show the controller inputs. So I'm trying to remember when I did play it, very briefly. Like there are things that I believe like Zell, the guy who punches, like I think he has like a limit break or something that you have to input buttons. I'm not putting in buttons on the keyboard. So I found a mod, but I can't get it to work to where it shows, the button press. So.
Whoa, not bad. Here's a little something for your troubles.
We'll get there. Photo of Sharon. Thank you. But it is like, when you mod these old games up, like they certainly can look good. They certainly look good. It's just, I wish there was an easier way of doing it. Well, we gotta take a look at the picture of Sharon, obviously, right? Bikini or no bikini? I don't mean, you could wear that at a pool. I question how Rex gets some of these pictures. Yeah, like... Yeah. How is he getting these things? It's probably best not to ask, DJ. I mean, judging from how we know Rex from previous games, it shouldn't be really a secret, right? Like we know how he's getting those things, right? Like he got his pee-pee slapped on that one. We need to go to the Soul Shrine and talk to Crow. You have to turn right from here to get there, right? Yeah, let's get going. Okay, so again, Jordan's not allowed to explore. I don't know why. These monsters are organized. They won't be letting us through without a fight. This won't be easy, but we can't afford to give them now. If we work together, we can break through their ranks in no time. I'm not so sure about that. 3 of these things. Great. Yes, their numbers are far more than we can handle at present. If anything, it looks like they're starting to push us back. Guys, I know you're going to want to like this, but hear me out. Let me release my power as a sacrifice to deal with these things. What? You can't be serious. I don't think you'd be desperate enough to suggest that again. Reen? Didn't you learn your lesson already, moron? Look, I realize it's risky, but look at the situation we're in. Against numbers like this, it won't be enough to keep my power focused and controlled. But if I unleash my powers, that might give us a chance. At this rate, even if I try to hold it back, the backlash could still be enough to consume me. Then why risk it? Do you believe the rest of us are so weak that you simply must do all of this on our own? I thought Reen knew better than this already. It's not it. It's because I know I can rely on you that I'm suggesting this in the first place. Are you saying having us here might allow you to control the uncontrollable? It worked when you saved me from the Black Workshop. It'll work now. It may affect my body negatively if it gets out of hand, but my mind's a different matter. With you by my side, I know I won't lose myself again. So please. It's okay, Reen. Say no more. I doubt anything we will say will change your mind anyways. Yeah, like, we all know how stubborn you can be. It might be a nice change to helping you for once. Yeah, like, do what you need to do, instructor. We'll be back as many times as it takes. Please think of it as a power you may only use as us when we're gathered. And yeah, like, it's a little more like we're all part of this. He is, every game, stubborn as a mule. Looks like everyone's agreed. Are you ready, Reen? You guys? I can't hide anything from you, can I? Thank you. I promise I won't let the power consume me anymore. Now let's get rid of these monsters and move forward. So now is this like the story point of where I now, as the player, get access to Reen's power? You know? It's okay if everyone's around.
Be on guard. It's strong.
Can now use the craft Demon Unchained. About Demon Unchained, awakening his inner demon will improve the strength of Reen's craft for 3 turns. After the 3rd turn, however, he will fall into an uncontrollable state and he will only use regular attacks. There will always be a 30% chance of Reen regaining his senses each turn, but if you're unlucky, he will be uncontrollable. So it's sort of like a berserk, if I was to Final Fantasy this up a little bit. The only possible way to guarantee control of him is through an art or item that removes all ammo, or so a curio bomb. All right. So this craft unleashes power as sacrifice. It unleashes strength, defense, and speed by 50%. Infuse him with the unleashed status for 3 turns. After those, he will go berserk. Changes crafts, nullifies effects. All right, simple enough.
I'm up! Take this, Infernal Gale! Huh? It's down! It's mine! Very well.
That was 1. And I see a critical opportunity there I'm sort of hoping. I mean, at worst, Kurt can do something, but
It's down. An opening.
yeah, I'll probably use it so that it's going to be coming up here. Crazy Hunt 6 turns. We will be good for that.
Go wild. Crazy Hunt.
Now.
Now, did somebody have something that was going to get... Yeah, CP30.
I'll support.
Nice.
RT and heal. It's my turn.
What about you? Do you have it? You have something? Could use an item, of course. I think it's some nice pizza that does it. Just whether or not we want to spend the pizza. Oh, we got a pie. Ooh, so that's an interesting thing. If I use that and it cures ailments, is that gonna cure him from his thing? From him going crazy? That's the one thing I'm actually a little unsure about. I'll just use this extremely bitter pizza. That absolutely guarantees it, and then we're going to be going to the left.
Aw, leaving so soon?
Oh, she's got a little snub nose there. I'll take that.
Now's our chance! I'll assist.
Oh, a counterattack. How dare you?
My path is clear. My blade empty. Now!
No TV and no beer make green something something. Go crazy? Don't mind if I do. Uh-oh.
Well.
They all look like they want to do something. Well, we can't be having that.
There! It's down! An opening!
Ooh, Dark Breath, scary. Charging? You can't be charging stuff like that. Uh-oh, who's gone crazy? Oh, it's one of the frenemies that's gone crazy. I don't know if I want to finish him off with Kurt. I don't see no critical.
Activate. Fire! Now!
Ah, just missed the crazy one. That's okay.
Behold, the dual blades of Vander. Now,
Feels good to get back into this game, DJ. It certainly does. I mean, I like Final Fantasy X though. That was a good go. I'm a little annoyed that the green screen thing, but thank God Wolfstar came in big with that YouTube video.
Let's go!
Oh, so he's still got a turn there. Beautiful.
Crimson Slash! Now! Let's go, everyone!
yes,
Understood!
That's the power of Class 7.
That went well. With all these action ones they're handing out. Like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, I did it!
You damn right you did it. All right, I'm gonna go take a quick pee, go make another coffee, and we'll be right back. I promise. All right, back. Coffee in hand. Penis relievement. Let's go. Some crazy dinosaur dragons were taken care of. Even though it looks like we fought as a team, about 4 people took part. Phew. I think we're safe for now. It took more out of me, though, than I thought it would, though. So I could put a burden on all of you, too. Please, don't worry about us. Yeah, like it's nothing compared to what you're dealing with. Maybe. As long as I keep things this level, I should be able to use my powers without too many problems. And like I said, I'll try not to get carried away. Trust me, we'll get through this. Oh, it isn't as if we can turn back now. It looks like we're getting closer. Closer to what? The shrine? Because, you know, any other direction I wanted to go, I wasn't allowed. So, you know, gotta be on the lookout for everything and anything. Just murdering these poor prehistoric bugs. Don't anything to deserve it, but, you know, if we let these things live, then, you know, it's all over for us. You know, we can't be having this.
Now.
Swap on out for Yuna there. Yeah, sure. Get on in there, Yuna. You're good people. There you go.
Let's get him.
Have you figured out what game is next for you on the docket there, DJ?
I'm going. Yeah.
Very well. It's my turn.
What do you whack him with? Not yet. Still. Don't let me ask you. I mean, I know you've streamed for a long time, like myself, and you can sort of get those hunches. But aren't you ever afraid that, like, just out of nowhere, your like reverie will end, and like maybe you're just okay having a short stream? Like I don't think like there. I was very afraid of like. I mean, I was ready to play Eternite if Final Fantasy X wasn't going to be finished quickly. Not that it was finished quickly, but I was just like, I always have something in the back pocket that if I want to stream all day, like, I mean, I do like to take advantage of days I stream, obviously.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes having a nice short stream day is good for the body and soul as well.
Wide open. I got you.
Let's go.
I'm going.
Unscathed Daruni.
Oh,
Hey.
treasure chest.
This little house down there. Freeze, too. You'll be playing something sure. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you could say just about any game and it would be probably shorter, right? Like that's almost like a guarantee. Does anybody have freeze that will or anything that's like like I look at that, and although mute is good, I don't know what works more. The freeze too will probably be better. Yeah, like more strength. Might as well throw that on there. Yakuza. That's a good game. I gotta get back into that. I mean, there's a lot of games I gotta get back into, but. Huh. Weird. And the new Tales of Arise DLC next month. Yeah. All good stuff.
There's the dock, and the lodge we stayed in for our field studies 2 years back.
Looks abandoned.
Split rooms between guys and girls, just like our floors at the dorms.
Back then, I could never have imagined that Fee and I would be this close.
Don't go digging up the past like that.
You may play Nayuta?
Sounds like old Class 7 wasn't too different from us.
No, they weren't too different. Look, I see a fishing spot.
In the clear.
I
No sign
fish.
of the Imperial Navy.
There's no sign of anybody.
We stay out of sight when the patrol boats pass by.
Not a single person out here. Lots of fishing spots, though.
Got a bite. This is promising.
Mind me, the next store I get to, I gotta buy bait.
Not bad at all.
I like to have 20, and I think I have 12 left, so...
Got a bite. Nice.
You know, I like to do three fishing spots per. But I'm assuming, like, there might be some reminiscing at this place, but I don't think there's going to be anything in there, actually. Like, just, you know, some memories. Maybe even a good spot to take a rest. That'd be all right.
Nice.
Oh, I feel bad. I never got back to Chelsea about the Persona fishing thing. Honestly, it's been so long since I've played that, though. Like, even myself, I can't remember. Like, I'd have to look at the mod thing.
Come to think of it, Milliam was here before as well, wasn't she?
Yes.
We came here after we got info from that Professor Lumen guy.
Yeah. Looking back, it was super weird how he kept popping up wherever we went.
I'm sorry.
It's not something you need to apologize for, Lisa.
All of this leaves me with several questions for Crow.
So weird that we can't get into the bigger portion of the house,
Make use of this.
just into the smaller
Might
version.
be a good idea to rest up a bit before heading into the shrine.
Yep, it will. It will. Too many bad memories in the bigger lodge. Can't we play Vantage Masters here? Does Reverie does it start a new save, or does it transfer over from 4?
Shit! Shit!
Oh. Oh, there's the shrine. I feel like an idiot. Like, where are we going here? There it is. Another one of these things, eh? Whoa, you'd think it always had been here. It was just a tiny roadside altar 2 years ago. Yeah, and like it never would have shown up either if we hadn't run around the island and activated all those crest-looking things. And it was all thanks to the pendant you lovingly made for Instructor Reen, Emma. I'm glad to hear that. Your clear save data from Cold Steel 3 and 4 here. Okay, good to know. From what I heard, Rosie even paid you a little visit at the time. Not to mention Milliam is held captive in the area just ahead. This is most likely the place we want. Wow, how on earth do they do that? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It is. I just poured a coffee. No Bailey's, cat. But rest assured that it will come. It will come. How are you? How happy weekend that happened, right? Did you enjoy a 5 o'clock somewhere? It is. Are we prepared? I doubt we'd be much of use against this opponent, but we'll support you any way we can. Yeah, if we had enough time, I'd love to give him a piece of my mind. But now's not the time. You'll have to take the lead. Happy weekend, there we go, right? Yeah, there we go. Though, I may be inclined to challenge Duvally to a duel should we be present. We'll settle the score. I'll be watching you over the time. Thanks, guys. tell you the truth, I don't know how this is going to end, but I know I want you here with me, whatever happens. Oh, we're not going anywhere. Count on it. I don't know just about watching, though. If things get really bad, we might have to butt in. It is time to show the world what you have to offer, instructor. Well, I guess we're going into this door. The Sun Shrine. Soul Shrine. Soul Shrine! Kat, how come you didn't find your way into Las Vegas for TwitchCon? I know you have a Japanese trip planned, but, why not?
It looks completely different from how it was 2 months ago.
Really?
You could have set up a cat booth.
Spirit veins have been activated.
It likely has something
I'm not traveling all the way to Las Vegas for TwitchCon. I'm actually shocked at how, like, I have a feeling, as someone I generally enjoy Vegas, haven't been there in a while, sort of heard it's sort of taken a shitting since the last few years. It's not really what it used to be. I feel like a lot of people who went to TwitchCon went because it was in Vegas, like, because, like, oh, like, I mean, like, it's Vegas. I can do other things other than that. Whereas if it was just somewhere like a normal ass city, like, middle of America, Kansas City or something like that, I don't know, like, it might be just not as enticing, or, just everyday Los Angeles type of thing. Yeah, right? Well, so that just means you got to hit it big and become one of the people sponsored to go off to TwitchCon, right? I gotta say, I'm almost able to bring my meme back of, I now stream on Mixer, YouTube, and Mixer. Now that Mixer doesn't return. But Twitch got rid of the multi-streaming thing, which I always did enjoy doing. Not that there's 3 platforms I'd stream on. I would just stream on Twitch and YouTube. Maybe Rumble, just to make Ken AI happy. But the one problem is I used to use Restream, and now Restream, for some time now, has decided that they like money, and now they want to charge a subscription fee to Restream. Yeah, Twitch, I mean, as we talked about earlier, DJ, cons don't really interest me.
So you've come.
It seems like a lot of sitting around and waiting to meet people, to do things, like all these parties that I saw, like people posting on Twitter and Threads and whatnot. Sorry, X and Threads and everything. Like, looked like way too many people, way too many lines, and obviously everyone's gonna jack up the prices of everything too, right? So I like the small creator markets, yeah, and it's a nice way to meet with people from Twitch. Yeah, like you went to the one from Paris. Did you meet up with people who knew you? I mean, I assume, like, everyone who lives over there in Europe, you all know each other in some way, shape, or form, right? You're all a hop, skip, and a jump and a train ride to, 1,000 different countries. Whereas over here, it's a long drive or flight to anybody. So you've come.
Oh, you guys showed up a lot faster than I expected. Not fast enough, though. Time's not really on our side here.
That's nice.
Crow?
Yeah, that's the one beautiful, I mean, one of many beautiful things of Europe. But, like, fortunately here, we haven't really figured out, high-speed rail.
You're here after all.
You made it plenty clear that we didn't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, like that's even America, like, I think was it called Amtrak? But those aren't fast trains, right? Like, although I could be wrong, I don't know for sure from Kat. Like, for you, is that like a high speed train that you're taking to Paris, or is that just like your normal everyday train? You just happen to be relatively close by. Like, I mean, everything is like really centralized, especially where you live. Like, you got so many options. Yeah, so a high speed train, like that's what needs to exist and should have existed much longer ago than now, and now everyone's screwed, right? Like, I should be able to get to New York City. I can get to New York State in about 45 minutes, but I should be able to get to New York City in 3 hours from, like, say, Toronto. I should be able to get to Montreal in 2 hours from a train. Like, high speed. Like, why they don't exist, I don't understand. And just the same for DJ. Like, you know, there should be some type of high speed, you know, that runs from, you know, the East Coast, and then, you know, maybe one that runs down the southern, you know, into the West Coast. And, you know, no one really cares about the Dakotas or whatever, but, you know, you could make like a U with some nice rail traffic for sure.
That said, it's good to see you again.
Even 6 to 7 hours by car isn't bad, but that would certainly change your approach. Like, if I was driving to Paris from where you are, like, instead of going for, say, the day or two by train, like, if I'm going somewhere that's going to take 6 or 7 hours by car, call it 8, I'm going to stay a week probably. Just because, you know, that's a day, right? That's a day of travel, and then a day travel back. You've lost 2 days of travel time. Nobody wants that. The stupid thing is the price. Often flying is cheaper in Europe than taking high speed. So they gotta fix that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet with us.
But sometimes, like, I've watched, like, the guy's name is Trek Trendy. He does all sorts of things. He does trains, like, first class stuff. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, I could afford what he's able to do, but, like, he does do some stuff where it's like, you know, a train looks like, you know, even if you take a little longer, it looks like it's a little bit more enjoyable. Like, as fast as an airplane is, going to the airport is not a fun experience, usually, right? Whereas I assume the train is not as hectic or much of a pain in the butt. Look, you can sit back, relax, enjoy 7 cocktails or whatever, and, you know. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good.
What's with the casual hello? We are not friends. Your thanks is nothing more than a pittance to me.
A pittance?
Personally, I'd rather not have to see this.
You know, have the pinky out having a glass of champagne, right, Cat?
Sordid scene?
What does she mean by that?
Well, now that we've got both Class 7s all nice and gathered here, I'll tell you everything I know about the rivalries.
Finally! Story.
Already? No warm-up monologue or anything?
Oh, just right to the point.
Just glad we're able to get straight to the heart of the matter for once.
All right, then. I'm all ears. Tell me what you know about this tension
Cat?
within us.
You have 4 more high-speed rails than I do. I have 0. Like I said, I have a train. I could take the Via Rail train to a lot of places, and some of them are nice trains, but they're just normal-ass trains. There's nothing fast about them. Yeah, I'm so shocked that one doesn't exist. Maybe it's on maybe it's on the new. Like, you don't even have Amtrak your way, DJ? I thought Amtrak was everywhere. Like, they just put in, like, the commuter train that goes to Toronto in my downtown. I mean, there's basically three access points within about 15 minutes from me to get the train to go to Toronto. And then, you know, obviously that's your hub to go everywhere. But the train ride to Toronto for me is 45 minutes, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, I had a joke on my title that Toronto is an hour away from Toronto, probably very similar to the Atlanta shitty traffic. Driving to Toronto from anywhere is terrible, and driving out of Toronto to go anywhere is terrible. If I don't have to do it, I won't.
I feel it in the air, in the world itself. I feel my heart race.
Feel it in the air like Phil Collins in the air in the night.
Inevitable clash it awaits.
The world itself?
I see. So that's how it works.
I mean, I could live anywhere that's got a lot of traffic or whatever, but like, I would definitely like be a work from home. Like I don't know how the people do it that commute to Toronto every day from where I live. Like no amount of, like I'm sure everyone's got a price, as the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase says, but I mean, like, there's no amount of money. Like, these people end up working a 12-hour day every day, Monday to Friday, with their commute included, right? You know, they got to work at, you know, they got to be at the office at 9, they leave at 5. So, you know, they're getting up at 6 in the morning or 7 in the morning to drive an hour and a half or 2 to get to Toronto. And then at rush hour on the way back, they're not getting home until, you know, 7 or 8 o'clock at night. And then you got to do the whole thing over again? No fucking way. Make all that money and you got no time to spend it.
Sounds like the little lady's got it all figured out.
Yeah, I remember driving through Atlanta when I worked my way down to Florida. It was terrible.
I get the feeling Gaius, Sarah, Emma, and Miss Kitty over there are on the right track too. Simply put, the rivalries are a struggle for power. Death matches between divine knights, as the world is driven to the brink of annihilation.
That's madness. I knew it.
I saw the parallels with what Vita attempted at the Infernal Castle 2 years ago. Her goal was to trigger a pseudo-rivalry, wasn't it?
Then there's the experiments Ouroboros conducted with the 3 ions over the course of the past year. They were trying to see if the rivalries could
It's
be
just something that's
artificially
very
reproduced. Is that right?
distracting
Yes.
about that
I
particular
was never
scene.
privy to the particulars, but they were seeking to awaken the tremendous power brought forth by the fusion of the 2 septarians.
Okay, so the 2
The
big
experiments were
rock
a
guys that we just saw.
bid to turn melees into miracles.
That more or less covers it. Vita's been searching for ages for a way to keep the curse in check. The curse of the Great One, the catalyst of the great twilight that ushers in the end of the world.
So these 2 things clashed, and as they said,
All those clashes between the Divine Knights in the past have just been dress rehearsals at best.
they said that they made the Septarian of Steel. Who is the Septarian of Steel? Like, have I seen it? Is that also something that's long gone? Right, but like, have I seen it? Like in any of the games, have I seen the Great One? Like what's that reference? Like the Great One. Okay. I was gonna say, like, I don't remember it. I just remember it being talked about. You know, I think this is the 2nd or 3rd game they've talked about that big giant clash of those 2 Septarians.
As orbital technology advanced, the day soon came
And now everyone has access to their own robot.
to conceivably cause the end of the world. And with that, the conditions to begin the rivalry of the 7 were met.
You can't be serious. So it's not that the rivalries are the cause of the world ending.
It's that the rivalries can only occur as the world's being ravaged by war.
Perhaps it'd help to see the world as a sort of crucible. The great twilight is the kindling, and war, the bellows that stoke its infernal flame.
So when there's a war,
The extent of its strife,
these things start fighting again?
as the crucible drowns in fire, the 7, who were once one, begin their battle within. From there they fight.
When do you leave again,
melting
Cat?
into each other amongst the flames, one by one.
3 weeks. Ooh. Exciting times. I'm excited for you. Still on my bucket list. I would for sure, I would love to get down to Japan somewhere down the line.
Until finally, the 7 are reforged into a whole once more.
North and south, right, Kurt?
Come again? It's somewhat akin to the practices of the alchemists of old, distilling materials into their purest form,
Yeah, all the Pokemon stuff. And ramen. I got a friend visiting Japan now. I sent them money to buy me some stuff. Can't wait to eat all of them as noodles. Yeah. Yeah, and you know what's funny? Like, I watch like a lot of like there's a lot of YouTube stuff of like they just do so many things just right. Like, you know, I'd love like just to get lost in those like small little bars that, you know, that seat like about 6 people. Just sit there and just enjoy yourself with a bunch of other salarymen talking about good times and Pokemons and whatnot, right?
It sounds more to me like a survival of the fittest. A battle royale with one singular victor.
Yeah. Just all about this guy, right? I should just put this guy here all day just to stream for me. Yeah, I'm not like a sushi guy really, which is like odd enough. But like I've been told that there's enough food for like everybody to sort of enjoy Japan. I mean, I could eat noodles for sure, and you know, the Wagyu beef and whatnot. Sure, I could enjoy that.
It's both, but on a far larger, far more primal scale than anything we've ever known.
Well, shit. Seems like this is ringing.
I don't think it'd be a problem to go alone, DJ, but it's never good to go alone anywhere, relatively. But I mean, I've never really heard a terrible thing about Japan, but it's always good to travel with a companion or two, for sure.
You know exactly what it is we have to do. We can feel it in our bones.
Uh-oh, are we about to have a kung fu fighting moment here, or what?
You're starting the rivalry right here? Right now?
I'm no Vita, but I know a prime opportunity when I see one. The war hasn't started yet.
Want to eat breakfast at 6 p.m.? No problem.
Plans. But the second the Empire
and that's the one thing, especially for me, is the flight. Like, you know, DJ, you'd probably be in the same boat as me, and I don't know how long it is for you, Kat, but I'm sure it's still a long flight. But like, to me, like, there's no way I could do a flight to Japan in coach, you know, or economy, whatever you want to call it. Like, I would want to like splurge, you know, and be in some type of comfort. And you know, and then that just jacks up the price even more, right? And you know, it could easily turn into a super expensive trip. But I mean, you know, that's one of those like things that you would only do once, you know, in a lifetime type of thing.
As the sacrifice, I'd be forced to engage in the rivalries.
11 hours, wow.
Like it or not.
I think my longest flight was Mexico, which is about I think it was to Cabo San Lucas, so that's a little bit just below California. Not sort of like it's Mexico, but it's a little over and further to the west coast. That was almost 5 hours, I think, which wasn't terrible, but it was one of those like fun flights full of family. The drinks are flowing on the flight because it's a vacation flight. So I mean, like, you know, sort of irrelevant type of thing. Because back when travel wasn't really what it is today, unfortunately.
That's all there is to it, right?
Reen. The curse would take over.
Yeah, but Kat, you're like 8 feet tall, so like no one's gonna hassle you. That's unfortunate, DJ.
Nail on the head.
Seems to be like that's the thing that just you know, the airlines get right nowadays is everyone's going to have a bad experience. It's like a guarantee.
You'd either go berserk, or your memories would get sealed away, turning you into a mindless puppet. It's one side of the coin or the other.
Then now may be the last chance I have.
Yes, it is. That's why I say, like, if you'd be lucky enough to afford like one of those pods, like for a long flight like that, where you sort of like exclusive to yourself. Yeah, you know, everything's included. You know, it might be expensive, but yeah, for sure.
Before my memories are snatched away. Before I'm forced to duel to the death, devoid of all sense and reason.
It's funny. Every time, like when I flew out east, it was only a 2-hour flight, and so not much for me. Brought my Switch, never played it. I just listened to some podcasts essentially, and just pulled a David Puddy from Seinfeld. Just stared just in the front, just
I can still see
doing
this
nothing.
through with my own eyes. Triumph or fail by my
Those
own.
goddamn ads.
I stand before you, Crow, as a swordsman of the 8 Leaves and a member of Class 7. Even if it's the last thing.
Welcome back. Did they try to sell you a car?
Reen Schwarzer.
Instructor Reen.
Perhaps condoms? Lubrication?
There you go.
McDonald's! I was gonna get there eventually.
Before we begin, the stage must be set, as with the Infernal Castle and Ouroboros' experiments.
Almost, but didn't miss your connecting flight.
Appoint 3 allies to assist you. Only then shall we take you on.
Did you have like a Home Alone moment where you running through the terminal? You've flown over 100 times? My God, you're a frequent flyer. You should have millions of air miles. Please don't be an AP fight. Please don't be an AP fight.
Star formation.
Huh. Guess this is as
Ah.
good as we're gonna get. We don't quite meet the full requirements, but hey.
Is that a thing out in Europe of like, you really don't have like a glorified European
I saved it just for this moment.
airline, right? Like, I guess you could always like, there's British Airways would probably be, I would think, the biggest. I mean, here in Canada, like, we have Air Canada. It's garbage, apparently, according to a lot of people. But I mean, like, that's your one, like, if you chose, like, that's what you'd always use or whatever. But, just a cheap, nothing wrong with that. All right. All right, I'm going to take a quick potty break. This coffee is just shooting through me. So I will be right back, I promise. I hope this... I'm afraid because this game is frozen on me a couple times when I switch cert, so I'm not going to just leave it up like that. I'll be right back. I'll put Pokemon up. Everyone enjoy Pikachu. Hopefully he can stay put. Stay put, goddammit! One way to solve this. right, Pikachu. I hope you entertained the masses. Spirit and Frontier. Are those the cheapos? Not that there's anything wrong with saving a few bucks on the. Oh, God damn it. I took one of those budget airlines when I went out east. I mean, I don't think I could do it for like a long flight, but 2 hours, it's okay. Wasn't the worst experience? Wasn't the best experience? It was just like an airline experience, right? Like they didn't fuck up, which I can enjoy and take that. So, but as Kat came in earlier and stated, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. But we've got to, before DJ loses her mind. She's loving the music, by the way. I feel like I want Laura. Who's my... That's Kurt. I want Kurt. I need Kurt or Fee. I want Laura. And I need a healer. So I'm thinking maybe Muse? See how terrible that could... How terrible could that go? Maybe Emma? Emma would probably be a better... Like a proper one. But 1734. I'm late. Look at that. Ow! Wrong size glass for the beer that's in there. That's okay. I've learned that overall my beer drinking time, you need to be a little bit more aggressive on the pour. I always know that you had to be, slightly aggressive, but I came across a couple of things where like, don't be afraid to aggressively pour. Don't worry about the foam bill. You want foam. Foam will turn into beer. That's important.
All right. Come at us with all you've got.
Or she gets that.
Very well.
All right. Oh, sorry. Can't summon my Spiegel against people. I tell you, this shit. Can't use my robots against people because, like, what? It's not fair.
They're down.
Too slow.
Yeah, they probably will. Smack her back there, Kurt. There you go.
Let's go.
What do we got? We got Valiant Hearts. Oh, that probably would be good. A little insight never hurt anybody. Iron Will. Probably for now.
Form up. Iron Will formation. Let's go.
It's so unfortunate that Laura does not have 200 CP to just badash somebody. I'm really thinking of doing it. How about a little pizza, right? How much does she need? That's 140. Oh, so close. I probably am not going to find anything that's going to offer me 60 CP. Come on. Final Fantasy is really... Funnily enough, I've never flown KLM. Wait, what's KLM? Yeah, we could use We could use that. The Dutch national. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I could use back to back, like have Reen go crazy, then use his thing, and then follow up with Laura with hers.
My mind is clear. My blade empty. Now!
Is it a good airline? Relatively speaking? Like, does it go everywhere? Is it an international airline? Oh god, that did not do a lot.
Behold, soul of Arcade. Now.
Let me ask, are they run by the government? Because that's why, like, Air Canada is sort of subsidized by the government, which makes them expensive, but they do go everywhere.
Too slow.
I'm going.
Yeah, but those aren't too far away for you, though, right there, DJ? But you live in America, greatest country on earth. You can go anywhere your heart desires, right? Ooh. So I usually end up flying with some obscure airline and transferring at their hub. Is there anything better for me to use? Probably that. I'll take the insight.
It's my turn.
Gold Dragon? Is that the one I used? That was the one I used. Good talk. I don't have to worry about that right now. Vorpal Flare, probably that. We're standing close enough there. There you go.
An opening.
I'm far from finished.
My turn.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have that conversation, Doobie, but you know, it's sounding like you might be finished pretty soon.
My turn.
There we go. Get a whack on him, and then use his. Craft dinner, indeed. My son hasn't had that in a long time. Nor has he had waffles or pancakes. I think we're gonna have him come back in and say like that he wants zoodles or toast with peanut butter and jam. You know, the vocabulary is getting, you know, greater and greater each time. Still drinks that. Still drinks that.
It's my turn. Crimson Slash! It's down! It's mine!
I haven't had mac and cheese myself in a while. I feel like wife hasn't made it, the homemade one. Is this one of these things where insight doesn't work?
Not today!
That wasn't actually half bad. Now, I'm hoping that isn't actually his S-Craft. Don't murder anybody, please.
Unforgivable.
Pretty close. Pretty close to a death there.
Let's go.
But we were okay. The Eye of Finn Balor, right? Yeah, alright, so so we're gonna get some opportunities here. Nice opportunities. This weekend I went for a massage. I was like, now do you do the whole body thing? You know, or do they just massage your butt? Like, what happens?
It's down! It's mine!
Whole body.
Let's go.
Now, hot oil. What? So, you know, does a woman ask for a happy ending as well, or what's the protocol on that, Cat? Yeah, he is berserk. He is berserk. I'm just asking. I thought maybe, you know. I just want a good massage. Okay, fair enough. No funny business. That's enough of a happy ending for you. There you go. I'll accept that. See, I don't want to waste Kurt's move here. And then Emma needs to heal, but I need her to heal, like, immediately.
At this rate...
So, her craft... Absolute reflect. But no heal, though. I was sort of hoping for a heal. 15%, that is not going to do it. But that would also heal... Oh. I would heal those two bozos, get Reen off of Berserk, but I need heals.
Healing breath.
Appreciate it.
Let's use that.
Answer my prayers and appear before us. Unfaltering, the lone guardian shield.
You get like knots a lot, like. I got like the one guy really go, you know, at my work, my boss, he goes for a lot of massages, but like he plays rugby and whatnot. Like, I mean, I play baseball and hockey, but I never find myself like needing a massage. Maybe it would do me good. I don't know.
I'll handle this.
But I never like felt like I was like I absolutely needed the. I mean, that would probably be good. Sitting at your desk. Oh, like the hunched over posture that everyone has. That's terrible.
Let's go.
All right. That probably would be good. A tech neck. I didn't even know there was a name for it.
Form up! Iron Will formation! It's my turn!
Oh, I'd love if he could have got... Come on. Come on, you're getting like one of their big toes there. God damn it.
Time to kick things up a notch. My turn.
Not what I needed right there. Oh, and they're both going to get a move to a towel. This just... Everything is just going terribly wrong here.
How dare you!
Alright, she got broken. She's not going to move. I just got to worry about what he's going to do. And we still have the reflect up.
Here we go.
I'm hoping the reflect works here. Otherwise, this is gonna hurt.
Cross of Defiance. Cross Rebellion.
Thank God. That was some good timing on our end there. Yeah, good call, good call. All right, so Doovie's gone. We just got to put the work in here. I am a little afraid of Laura and Emma. He still got 102,000 HP. Jesus Louise.
Roar! Healing strike! Let's go.
What do you got? I mean, that's a good heal, but that's nothing. Reverie, I've fought things that have over 2 million. My God.
Arcus, activate! Ha!
Oh, he got a freebie.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Nice.
Very well.
I do love a good freebie. Of course, can't reach her. Close on Gold Dragon. I don't think. I mean, he's probably gonna hit one of us as opposed to. As opposed to Emma.
Judgment time. Eat this.
Oh.
I'm up.
It looked like he was walking right over to her, and then they just didn't. That was hilarious. Okay, thank God he didn't do that.
Yes.
All right, back in business. Perfect. Heal yourself.
Arcus, activate. There.
Not today! Let's go.
What is the one to break him? Do you not have one for break? That's unfortunate.
It's down. An opening.
I'll handle this.
It's a big whack. 5,800.
Warm up. Iron Will formation. It's my turn.
I just can't have him doing some crazy stuff. Could do that. Gets a follow-up.
I'm up.
Still doesn't do as much as Laura does with a normal attack. That is hilarious.
My turn. I'm up.
How do you like this?
I'm doing it again. Should be okay with the 40% damage reduction, though.
Not today.
Unforgivable.
There.
You have to work on Reen's orbment? What do you mean, like in Reverie? Or you mean like I have to do something for his orbments here? Like, you know, just get him to do more damage type of thing?
Let's go.
Yeah, I just don't think he's not designed really for damage output at the moment.
It's down. It's mine.
He's a little bit of everything, sort of.
It's my turn.
That was good damage. Just whether or not. Ooh. He's gonna get one turn. I am oh, he's probably not gonna do anything.
Arcus, activate.
That's fine. Yeah, we might just have to take like a bigger look at it, but this fight isn't isn't going the worst here, obviously, so.
It's off balance.
My turn.
That worked good too. But if we wait one more, we also get that. We're gonna have to. He'll lose one turn, but that's okay.
Arcus, activate.
Oh, come on, Reen.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.
Some garbage pool right there.
My mind is clear. My blade empty.
Some hogwash.
Action slash. Shredded leaves.
Behold, the soul of Arcade.
Of course, he'll get a heal. That's terrible.
Radiant Phoenix Blade.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
Let's go.
Oh, come on.
Too slow. Not today.
I'll treat you immediately.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did he impede her there? Much like Final Fantasy X, it's always good to have a long summon spot where you can just do some work.
My turn.
Brought this up for everybody.
Healing breath.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Come on, get one hit on him.
Here we go.
This will probably hurt.
The cross of defiance. Cross rebellion.
I'll handle this.
What is that thing that's underneath everybody? Did he break us?
Right.
This is nothing. Prepare yourself. Shatter.
Stats down, okay.
Let's go. Roar. Healing strike.
It's my turn.
We could. We could. I'm assuming with that. First of all, as much as I really thought I would have got that by now, we're not going to get it. Probably have to use that.
Form up. Iron Will formation.
I'm going. Healing breath.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
No, still didn't get rid of it. That's okay.
My turn. I'm up. my mind is clear.
Yeah, it was cold this morning. Taking the little guy to school. It was below 0. So it's about that time. Like right now, like though, it's already gone up to 10 degrees outside. So like from 9 in the morning to noon now, like it's warmed up considerably. But yeah.
Crap! Almost there.
Had to put the winter jacket and a scarf on this morning. Sirius has reached level 6 with aerial dust. And evasion's gone up 1%. So no snow yet, and yet DJ's wearing shorts still. So no, like that'd be crazy. There are crazy people here in Canada who do wear shorts all year round. I remember I used to have a hockey coach that always wore shorts. He would look so weird. Like he was a bigger guy, but he would always look so weird of like wearing shorts and then like a winter jacket over top. I always thought it was odd, but yeah, you every once in a while see these weirdos out in public, for sure.
This glow. The stage is set. The preparations are complete.
This is as much as I can help. The rest is up to you two.
Right. We're up, Ordine.
Oh, now we can bring our robots in. Yeah, we probably won't even, like, that's probably today's high already is 10 degrees, so that's pretty much it.
Valimar!
DJ's got a balmy, I'm going to say that's about 15 degrees, 77. I'm still in that weird spot where like I like a meat locker when I'm sleeping. 77 is 25. I mean, I don't know my Celsius to Fahrenheit. I just know Celsius.
Short stack. Still glowing red, huh?
But yeah, so I kind of like it. It's still a little hot for me at night when I'm sleeping.
But whatever. That sword ain't that much stronger than one made out of Zemurian ore.
Not much stronger, but stronger still. Yeah, exactly. Maybe have that one leg out of the blanket just to regulate the temperature.
Huh? Hey, you in there or what?
Crow. If a rivalry is, at its core, a battle between divine knights, then what about the Awakeners? Since I'm also a sacrifice, I don't know what will happen to me. But you're only being kept alive as an Awakener by the curse. So what'll happen if you, an immortal, were to lose?
Wait,
if he's immortal,
doesn't that mean
he'd really die? The immortal Hulk Hogan never died.
Here to find out, huh? Gonna have to call you out for acting like you already won, though. You gotta kick things off first. So come on. You better be ready for this, Reen. The world's about to crumble right under your feet. So quit.
I'm just hoping that it's
pathetic opponent's already dead. So
it's gonna be at least not raining for Halloween. No, my apartment is relatively warm.
Let me make just one thing clear to you.
I was actually just gonna open up the windows. I shut them because it was a little cold at night, but
a rival whose shadow
I'm comfortable.
long struggled to emerge from.
So I'm hoping for the little guy like last year was,
Now let's settle this.
Couldn't tell him no, but from going outside and getting free candy. But for me, who's walking around with him, I'll appreciate it a little bit more if it's just like I can take cold. I can bundle up for cold, but you can't do too much about rain. All right, we've got what do we want? Do we want more I think we're good with those. It's just whether or not we want to have a different partner. So we got an accelerate and a drop in the strength. I don't know if I want like a heal or something. Or, you know, like that blessed arrow, 20 CP. That probably could be good. Sapphire Rain is good. Got Drought here. There's not much rain at all. Yeah. It's funny how he has to go one place. Ooh, it's another one. CP 40 and strength is up. Oh. Speed. I don't want one that's going to take away from... He's going to lose 5,000 health, though. But he's going to take some strength. I'll take it.
All right, let's settle this once and for all.
Crow. Okay, let's do this.
Like, when you say you have a drought, like, are you not allowed to water your lawn, DJ? Like, is it that bad? Or is it like, you know, you can still do things? Not that bad? There's fire risks. What? Jeez. I thought those were all said and done. You don't really see those much in the winter months.
It's my turn.
All right, we need to invid. Does he not have an impede? I guess it's that, right? The morning moon, like I guess like 100% evade and counter. But no proper what did he always not have one?
Now, bring it on.
Let's go.
Yeah, I assume it would work, obviously. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's just expensive.
Over here. Take this.
My turn.
This is going to suck. Because I can't keep doing that every goddamn time.
Let's go. There.
My turn.
Oh, that. Buffed up, but he's gonna wear this.
Over here.
Let's go.
God, dude, can you constantly do this? Now I can't heal, because of course I can't. Oh, we can swap though. Yeah, she's just not working. I don't really know who to. Who to swap it out for? Defense might be okay. Drop in their defense.
Leave it to me.
You know, Yuna was always good. Good peeps.
Here's a pick-me-up.
Over here.
It's
Dude, how many freaking points do you have? Sadly, rain and cold is quintessential Dutch weather. Hey, you just gotta deal with it, right? Just like it is like blizzardy and snowy and cold half the time here. Generally, most of the time.
Spirit! It's my turn.
Still don't have enough points to rack it in. There we go. Needed one of those too. Yep, May for us generally, Cat. I have seen snow in June a couple of times in my 40 years here. Not always, but it's starting to feel like that now because I'm assuming again just the way the weather sometimes works for us around here. Like it is like every year is getting later and later of snow. Like it's been a few years, but there was a year where it was like it didn't snow until like December, and like so like it just kept going until like May. And then there's other years where it starts snowing like at the end of September, and then it stops snowing in like February. Like it's still cold, but there's just no more snow. All right, we finally get our morning moon again.
Now, bring it on!
Here I go!
Now we need the heal again. Oh, this is a tough-ass fight.
Here's a pick-me-up!
Darkness, sunder them! Take this!
I couldn't heal. This is one of the tougher fights that I have been a part of here.
Spirit!
I'm up.
It's down! An opening! Over here!
Like these things are hurting.
Alright!
Like he follows up every time with like it sucks.
Here's a pick-me-up!
We generally stay just above freezing so we don't get it. So that's what I would love. That's what I would really like. Just like, I like snow, but like I just like where it's just like 2 degrees. It's just a little cold, but it's salvageable and all that stuff. But no, I don't want the rain though. You can keep your rain. I don't want any of that jazz.
Now, bring it on! Darkness, sunder them!
See, and then he gets a double Doublemint gum here. It's terrible. Like that's garbage. Oh. Did I get lucky there? Did I get lucky? I think I got lucky there.
It's my turn.
All right. Oh, so now we gotta go for. Let's go for the arms here. There we go.
It's down!
I would rather have snow than rain, though.
Darkness, sunder them! There! You're wide open!
Oh, god damn it. Now he whacked me for that. He's got that going on. This is terrible.
It's my turn.
Can't do a damn thing here.
Recharge!
Oh my god, can we do something here? Can't like Jesus. When it snows, you stay home. People here can't drive in the snow. We've gone over this before. I think it's just like Just because it obviously doesn't snow off, like, you know, when it snows here, the plows are out, the salters are out, like, it's an everyday thing, but it's just not a, if you're gonna live in Canada, you better be used to it.
There.
Here I go.
Let's swap someone who can heal. Who can heal? I mean, even the physical I don't know if that's magic or not, but even that would be okay. I would think. I don't even understand that. So all restores 10% HP, and then for 2 turns, and then restores 15%. What? Use Aver. I guess that's just 30%. I guess that's it.
Leave it to me.
No, that's what you need. Only to get whacked again.
They're down.
It's my turn.
Now, bring it on. Take this.
We're whittling him down for sure. We're whittling him down.
Here's a little something.
But I can't take too many more of these damn things.
Take this.
Got lucky there. Got lucky.
It's down and opening.
I'm going.
As much as I would just love to, just gotta keep you healed, bud. Stick with what works. Don't go around this.
There. You're wide
Of
open.
course, he'd have to do that too.
Let's go.
God damn it. I do.
It's my turn.
Now.
I don't think this will get him, but we're in a good spot here.
Darkness.
We're close to breaking him, so probably a move from Yuze will probably do it.
Let's go.
Of course we can't. God. I feel like that's a waste. Just defend for the one hit and it'll be okay.
Showtime.
Yes. There. I'm going. Here's a little something.
I'm up.
Go for the head, hope for the best.
Now.
Nice.
Enlightened domination.
Should be him done.
Guess this is it.
That was probably the toughest robot fight we had to do.
For a brighter tomorrow.
Soldat fight. Awakener fight. And now enjoy a cutscene. Oh, we're still kung fu fighting here.
Oh. It's over.
He did it! But
Does this mean the rivalry's complete?
What are we gonna do here?
Looks like our little improv routine did the trick.
Sorry, what?
What the? It's just as I feared.
Is he real?
I don't understand. Your wounds aren't fatal like they were in the Infernal Castle.
Yeah, you've made it through way worse than this. Stay with us, Crow!
What is this, Dark Souls? Am I absorbing him?
Your answer. Ordine's power is Valamar's now. And with it, whatever it was that kept me alive. Each successive rivalry will lead you to the root of this curse.
Not another word. You must conserve your strength.
Celine, help me! We can't leave him like this! I'm with you.
You'd think I'd be used to this by now. I guess karma really is a bitch. At least this time, our power can live on through you. Sorry for making you guys go through this.
I was just gonna say, really?
Long as Reen's got you guys on his side, I know he'll be alright. Just do me a solid and bring Jellica back to her senses for me. Okay?
Like hell, you've played enough hooky for 2 lifetimes as it is.
And what about Toa? Or George?
Georg.
They deserve that closure just as much as you.
You guys managed to bring Reen back from the brink. That's no small feat. Guy's a real drama queen, though. Take it from me. Second he starts acting all spoiled and mopey, you pull him right back out, okay?
Stop talking like that! You can't just give up!
Don't you understand how much you mean to him? You're the only one acting spoiled here, Crow.
Instructor Reen.
Hey, what do you think you're... Pull yourself together, Crow Armbrust. The world is about to crumble. Not just beneath my feet, but yours as well. Are you really just going to take the easy way out? Now of all times?
What the? How are you?
Look, Valimar, he's...
Stopped absorbing Ordine's power?
That's not it. He's
I was
reversing.
just gonna say it. Yeah, he's either giving it back or we're using some of our power.
Inconceivable.
Screw the rivalry. I won't do this to you. I won't be responsible for your death. You're going to live, damn it. You hear me? You're going to fight and struggle and survive no matter what it takes. I won't let you off the hook that easily. You've got a ton of interest to pay back.
Yeah, 50 Mira is a lot of interest.
They're coming back!
And it's as though something's happening between...
They're in love. Now, Kith.
Come back to us, Crow. I need you. We all need you.
Exactamundo! We're no quitters, right, Crow? That voice.
I see. So, all this time...
Still there. William is still there.
What's that noise? It sounds like waves. I thought we were way down in the Soul Shrine.
Hey, rise and shine, princess.
Give me a break. How many times is he gonna put us through this?
For once, I agree. What will we do with him?
I believe I now understand what it means to feel frustrated.
Guess you'll just have to take it out on him sometime.
Don't you lot ever take anything seriously?
Did he go lose it again?
Oh. I remember this place.
Well, I should hope so. This is the Lodge, Umbrionia.
Where's Crow?
We brought you here so you could rest a bit.
Oh, sure. It's only been like 6 friggin' hours. You done with your little beauty sleep yet, or what?
Try to take it easy on him. You'd be tired too if you went all out the way he did.
Though we do need to start planning for the rivalries to come at some point.
Right, the rivalry. What happened after?
Oh, she's there.
Oh. Hey there, Duvalie.
Excuse me? That's Duvalie the Swift to you. I get the feeling you've become a bit too accustomed to my presence.
Sorry. I was just surprised, is all.
Yeah.
Hey,
there he is.
How's it going? I woke up just a little bit ago, but I can't really move much either. Honestly, I could have used a few more hours in Dreamland.
Crow. Then everything worked out okay.
Looks that way. Just couldn't let me have my
No,
big moment.
you already had your moment, sir.
And it's good he didn't. It would have been your last otherwise.
Emma, Celine, what exactly happened back there?
I can only make a guess based on the flow of mana, but I believe Valimar has made Ordine into a servant of sorts.
So, like what the Dark Dragon did to those Calvardians. He's like night-touched, but with a K.
Just don't add 2 more K's to the end of that.
Soldiers were nothing more than slaves to their master's will. In this case, it's more of a matter of kinship, of sharing a spiritual link, like the one Emma.
Please tell me we finally get Crow in our party again.
So it's like my
I need that.
Then the 2 divine knights have become lord and retainer, in a certain sense.
It must have extended to the Awakeners too. Otherwise, Crow would have disappeared by now.
Hold on, I hear something at my door. Sorry about that. Amazon.
As rivalries go, this one wasn't exactly by the book. Ordine's still here, for one. Valimar didn't absorb his power.
Okay.
Well, sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
That sounds like a hell of a deal.
Now we're up a man and a divine knight.
Agreed. Ordine will be a welcome addition.
As if this party couldn't get any bigger. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Perfect timing, Cat. Perfect timing. Enjoy a box of wine yourself, Cat.
And with Crow now in our ranks as well, it will make a world of difference.
I really want my voice to be back. We're getting there.
Already, huh? Well,
I mean,
arguing about it, to the victor goes the spoils.
I have seen those like small mini boxes, but I'd have to check with the wine box connoisseur Chelsea. But isn't there like generally when I see those boxes of wine, isn't that essentially like 4 bottles inside those boxes? But I have seen those mini ones that are just like a bottle of wine, like your standard bottle. Not enough for Chelsea, obviously. But it's just a standard, standard. Yeah, I don't buy I'm sophisticated. I buy my wine by the bottle. Okay? Not by the box. The sophisticated European only drinks bottles of wine. Right? So, me too. We're not like them.
Besides, until we manage.
Pinky's out for it though, right, Kat?
I'm living.
That's how you got to enjoy it. DJ can enjoy her hot chocolate, whichever floats her boat.
Then your ultimate fate remains unchanged.
Yep. Any way you slice it, my being here contradicts reality itself. Doesn't matter what you, Adios, or anyone else has to say about it. My fate's not gonna change one bit. Am I right, Gaius? Emma?
Unfortunately so.
As much as we hate to admit it.
Crow.
Come on, we'd love to be welcoming to another Darth Vader to the party.
We're supposed to just let it happen?
There has to be something we can do.
Join the Empire. They have a dental plan and cookies.
What's she even good for?
We can worry about that later. Because right here, right now, you're still alive. I won't accept this fate of yours.
Now, since like someone in my chat brought it up,
as long as you're still here, I'm not giving up on you.
The amount of belts on most of the party is overwhelming, right? Like it's like most people, if any, have one belt on. Like, I mean, I right off the hop, Kurt is the weirdest one of all. He looks great, by the way. Looks great. But why on earth, like, the guy's rocking 2 belts around the waist? Now, look, I get it. One's to hold the pants up, and one is probably, what do you call it, a hilt? A hilt for the swords, to hold the swords in? I get it. Sure. But I mean, aren't the belt people like having conversation with the Vanders going like, look, why wear 2 belts when you could wear one? That does it all. Ideas. I'm gonna have to patent this everywhere.
But for now, I'm just happy you're back with Class 7. Back where you belong.
That's right.
Oh, I wish I didn't have to work tonight.
You're all just as sentimental as ever.
You know when you have one of those like overly busy weekends that like you feel like you didn't get to enjoy your weekend, and then you got to go back into work, and it's like, well, shit. I mean, not that I didn't like I got to hang out with friends that we haven't seen in months. We got to see their new child. And it was great and all, and alcohol was involved, and we enjoyed ourselves, but it was just like, and then before I know it, it's Sunday, and I'm trying to get Final Fantasy VIII to work with all the mods, and before you know it, Monday came around. Now, mind you, lucky me, I'm a shift worker, so I just work tonight and tomorrow, and then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, but then I work all next weekend, but that's fine. But, you know,
Welcome
I
back.
feel like I lost that time. What?
One of us again.
Why don't we hug it out again?
Let's give it all we've got. Just the way we always.
And then in November, I got 2 weeks off as well
Screw
to
it.
enjoy.
I
Get
gotta
down
pay
to
all
it.
that interest back one way or another, right?
About time.
We're gonna call Captain
Seems our
Planet.
lost little
We're
lamb
melding
has
our
found
rings
its way
together.
back to the flock.
Honestly, I am in awe of how much time you lot fritter away on sentimentality.
Does this mean I get Doovie on the party too?
What do you intend to do from here on?
What I intend to do is none of your concern. This is as far as my charity goes.
Well,
Come tomorrow,
spoke too soon.
I'll be going bye-bye.
Bye-bye?
So where are you going then? Can't really do much anymore without the society backing you
I was
up.
gonna say, give me the party of Green Crow, Laura, and Duvalie. Nothing will get in our way.
Allies to fall back on, I take it.
Do you even have a plan to get off this island to begin with?
I'm not too familiar.
I mean, I'm
with
sure
it,
someone will
but
send
the
a
society
boat or
does
something.
employ some form of teleportation technique, as I recall.
Well, if it came down to it, I could simply swim back to Ordis.
Yes, and all that. Make that armor rusty of yours. Sure.
Your chance of survival caps out at 0%.
Looks like the Swift's been stopped cold.
I guess you can only use their teleportation when you're actively working with them, huh?
Listen, Duvalie, I get it. I know things might seem a little weird given all the history between you guys, but things are different now. So how about you and I take a load off and let someone else take the reins for a change?
Excuse me? I think that fight must have addled your brains. What kind of fool do you take me for? I am, or was, a proud member of the Stallritter. The very idea is utterly ridiculous.
Just so I can ask like a follow-up. Green-haired Kevin. Wasn't he a member of the Stallritters? No, oh, never mind. I feel like an idiot. He was a member of the Grails Ritters. Graal's Ritters, right? Father Kevin. There's too many Ritters around. He was with the church. That's all I know. Okay, so Stallritters is Aryan Road and the other, and Duvalie, and I can't remember the other ones. But those are the Stallritters. Kevin was a Grails Ritter or a Graal's Ritter, which is the church people of the secret society that run the world type of thing. Okay, thank you. Okay. Sorry. I saw Ritter, and then I thought of John Ritter and Three's Company, and then Suzanne Summers passed away last week, and you know, I forgot it all, and then I realized I'm gonna need another drink.
Maybe so. We do still owe you for backing us up at the Black Workshop.
Yes. Because Gaius just told us that he was part of them. We never knew until last game that Gaius was part of the Graal's Ritter.
Our paths have crossed so often. At this point, it can only be fate. But you may consider it just a temporary arrangement.
Look, I'm keeping up with the story here a little bit. We are. Certainly are.
In addition, your lord will surely be involved in the rivalries we will face in the near future. Coming along with us could yield quite a wealth of information about her, don't you think? Well, my lord is most certainly, I suppose, were I to play my cards right.
She always knows just what buttons to push, huh?
This girl's one to watch out for. This is nothing compared to the way she organized the Viceland army. Oh, yeah.
I'm fixing to get to the bonding event. Oh, It has been a while since we've done a bonding event.
I have decided
Had some free days to ourselves and whatnot, for sure.
But remember this, Class 7. We are not friends. Our cooperation is one of convenience and nothing more.
Side quests? Yeah, I always enjoy some side quests, for sure. Yeah, she certainly gives the Karen vibes. Oh, god damn it. I'm trying to figure what is up with my OBS as to why it's not showing my... Oh, there it is. I feel like an idiot. I was like, I can't see like my dropped frames, how long I've been live for, or my frames and everything. And I was just like, oh, that's because of the screen was minimized, or no, maximized full screen. So we'll get there. All right. Proceed. Well, trying to think. It's still relatively early, but I got to go into work earlier today. And I got to pick up the little guy. Like, not for, like, another, like, 2... Like, I got to pick him up, like, 3-ish. I'm sure I got time to do some things. Well, I don't work... Like, I don't have to go into work till 5, but I got to make myself... Like I said, I got... Like, 5 is irrelevant. What time I work is irrelevant. I got to pick up the little guy at 3. But I got to make myself some lunch. And it's, you know, call it 1 o'clock. So I'm trying to figure, like, you know, what are we getting into here to I hate leaving in the middle of something that's important going around. You can continue? All right. Sounds good. Oh, I was picturing one of those things where we were just going to, like, skip 8 weeks ahead. So I assume we're returning back to the witch village? Hey, there were things there! Oh. There were things that we could have done there. Great. I just assumed there'd be more shrines. Alright, I'm just gonna go grab a Halls and another drink. The world coming to an end? There's like 800 sirens going off. Wide-range radars are showing no activity detected. We've successfully exited the Air Force's surveillance range. Wow, you really know your stuff. I can see you here putting your branch campus training to good use here. Oh, it's nothing, really. You guys seem a little short on hands. Are you sure you can make it work? This is more than enough, actually. If anything, things might start to get a little too cramped. Yeah, the ship's already a bit tight fit for us as it is. And given our objectives, it's only going to become more of a crowd from here on out. Already going backwards here. Alright, so what's next? Want to go find Toa and the other former students? Yeah, we all felt their presence back at the workshop. I definitely remember sensing Toa, Princess Alphina, and Elise. There were others too, but it was hard to make them all out. It wasn't clear they were there though. They all did their part in helping us find Reen again. What exactly was that? Kind of like an amalgamation of images from all over the Empire, projected through the spirit veins, I think. It seemed like it was focused on people Reen had strong connections to who'd be willing to help him. There was a similar connection made when he brought his power under control, just for a second. Since it was only a fleeting vision, it's only natural you would have time to pick out everyone's precise locations. But at least we know they're all safe now. However, I would rather not leave Instructor Toa or Elise to fend for themselves. Agreed. I'm concerned about Princess Alphine as well. Well, seeing as Soraya is closed, and we don't know how anyone in the Imperial family's doing other than Prince Cedric. Maybe they're on lockdown because of their connection to us. We sure have a lot of friends and family whose whereabouts are presently unknown. I've asked the General to search for them, but she hasn't come up with anything so far. Times are tough, and we got the Great Twilight and the rivalries to deal with, plus the upcoming war. We need to decide whether we want to assist the Wiseland army or find another way. Not to mention whether we want to draw out the rivalries as long as possible or get them done as fast as we can. We might not have time to hesitate. I'm tired of feeling like a pawn in someone else's game. Be that as a sacrifice for the Great Twilight or as a participant in the rivalries. Instead of resigning myself to fate, some larger flow of things and just being pushed along, I want to start moving on my own, beginning with protecting things and precious to me with my own hands and by my own decisions. It's like all of you, so hard to rescue me. Reen, Elise, and Toa are the only start. There are others all over the place who are experiencing trouble. Mint and the others in Heimdall. Not to mention friends, family, and everyone else who's helped along the way. Let's start by taking the bonds that Class 7 has forged over the years and expand them even further. If we do, I think our bonds can spread throughout the Empire, maybe even the world. Instructor Reen, well said, old friend. No more being used as a pawn, huh? Sounds good to me. You've been carrying all of this for such a long time now, haven't you? I always knew you were the heart and soul of Class 7. Now, you're spreading your influence out further and further. I mean, it's the least I can do, right? I mean, the world wouldn't be about to end if it wasn't for me. When I fell hard. Now I got a chance to make amends. I reject Operations Jormungandr and Mil Mirage and what they stand for. I want to spread what little time we have left protecting the ones we love. There has to be another way. One that only Class 7 can achieve. This will be our final operation as a class. What do you say? Imagine just someone just said no out of nowhere. Nah. Let's do it. So that's our decision. It might sound like a fool's errand, but we're sticking with it. What about you two? You gonna still help us? It's a little late to be asking that. Knowing you guys were a group of optimistic saps for 2 years now. I wouldn't have come back if it was a deal breaker for me. Besides, I still have to settle things with Toa, Jellica, and that idiot Georg. I'll follow you to the depths of Gahana and back. whatever you decide to do. It matters little to me, since this is only a temporary arrangement, but I don't mind leading a hand to help us young dreamers. I'm interested in seeing the full extent of your resolve. And so it's settled. Bro and Doovie, back on in. Well, at any rate, are you two finished suiting up? I like the other suit better. I like that suit better, though. Yeah, couldn't exactly stroll around in town in my other getup. I've had these threads ready for a while now. Well, you got a sense of style when you're not the whole mysterious villain thing. Yeah, you're looking snazzy. You've got quite a tasteful outfit on yourself. It looks professionally tailored even. It stands to reason that you would have worn casual attire before at some point. Wait, is the assumption that Doovie just walks around everywhere in her armor? A soldier's armor is a soldier's pride, but I do carry plain clothes around for when I need to blend in. Though, until I find the answers I seek, I'm ill worthy of donning my armor again. Let's see. Well, we're all set to go then. Crow, Doovie, welcome to the team. And thanks for helping us out again, you guys. We'll need you to use your ship for some time before we fumble around and searching. Hey now, think nothing of it. And though it seems security has been on the rise all throughout the Empire since yesterday, we may be limited to the western parts of Bonerville in terms of where it's safe to land. Harm and Aaron should both be fairly safe bets. And I suspect the more details we learn about the security, the more viable locations we'll discover. That doesn't leave us with much, but better than nothing. Steady does it. We can check how things are in one area at a time. In the meantime, though, maybe our connections can help throw some intel our way. I'll get in touch with Arnaud and see if he can reach out some of our contacts further east. Then I'll touch base with some RF members over on my end, ones that we can trust. We've got some guild members on the move too, both domestic and libertarian. We can get the gist of the situation through the various requests they send in. Ethan! Hey, how are you, buddy? Good to see ya. Would it be alright if we use the Merkaba's computers to check those out? Of course you can use those. Use the one right on over here. That one, right? Well, take a look then. Hopefully, some pom-pom party is going to pop up there. How's your weekend, Ethan? It has been a long time since I've gotten some side quests like this. The Pink Death. We've been getting reports that a particularly dangerous group of monsters have appeared near the Parm By Road. Remember there? Please find and slay this horde of creatures. Okay. I recently had the supremely good fortune to acquire some rare ingredients, but lost them somewhere along my journey. I need to return to Laburo post-haste, so I'm unable to search them for myself. I'd sincerely be grateful for any help. Meet me at the rest area of Titus Gate for more detail. This town just ain't what it used to be, and I've been trying to think of a way to support the folks who are suffering. If you've got the time, maybe you'd come hear me out. I'll be waiting at the manager's residence here in Parm. Sonic Superstars! Is that the one that's all of the old ones all on one nice, neat little package? Because that's not the new Sonic, right? Like the newest one is like that 3D one, like Sonic Frontiers or whatever, right? I get the feeling that St. Arc might have been blocked off entirely. Let's look into these. We'll have to decide if we want to take care of that wanted monster as well. Right, we're ready to head down anytime. Our group's pretty massive though. Maybe we should trim it down a bit. Perhaps 6, maybe 7 of us, maybe would be a reasonable benchmark. Well, don't hesitate to let me know if you require my services. By the way, it seems the workshop's received some new equipment. Seriously? We gotta make sure we check it out then. This is a new 2D game that has a new story involving the classic characters. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, What about Amy? Amy involved? Eggman and Dr. Robotnik are the same person, right? Played by Jim Carrey? Perhaps the Chaos Garden or the Chow Garden. Amy and a new dragon character. Fair enough. They're really straying away from the hedgehogs, eh? Yeesh, this is starting to seem more and more just like another field study, huh? Well, special ops missions in our case. Trip the Dragon is a new playable character. Trip the Magic Dragon may or may not live by the sea. Instructor, after careful discussion, Yuna and the others and I have assigned the duty of first watch to me. As such, I'll be serving as your chaperone once we land. First watch? Chaperone? I appreciate the concern, you guys, but you don't need to worry so much. The curse's influence has subsided for now. I feel perfectly fine. I'm afraid this particular matter is not up for debate, Instructor. We'll take your eyes off you for a single moment. Well, I'm in no position to argue either way, I suppose. Alright, Altina. Just make sure you're prepared. I'll call you down once we get to the surface. Thank you, Instructor Reen. Okay. Well, I'm taking new people. And that means I'm taking, Bro, Doovie. I love me Kurt. And I love Yuna. You know, like that's you know, that might not be as round as it needs to be, but I could. All right, you won me over, DJ. You won me over. About quest checking and reporting. Quest confirmations and reports can be conducted via the orbital computer on the side of the bridge. If your AP passes certain thresholds during a report, your instructor rank will increase. Each increase grants a reward, so make sure to report in once a request has been fulfilled. In addition, quest reports may be conducted from the Arcus 2 menu by pressing LT and B. You'll be able to progress the story once you have completed at least one of those 2 semi-required quests. Well, it looks like everyone else is waiting around standing by. Might be a good idea to speak with them again. The game's gonna explain to me bonding points? Okay. Ooh, a special memory. Alright. As with quests, please note that bonding events will disappear if you progress through the story, which we won't be doing first, obviously. Bonding events take a hold. Well, time to get the show on the road. But first things first, I should go and talk to Crow again. Weapons and armor can be purchased. We've got some clothing. And we can summon Valmar. And Ordine. But not against humans, because that's mean. Well, let's start here. When I'm done with this, I need to contact the development division. Only Sharon we're here right now. I need to stop being so dependent. Lisa. Reen! I'm really embarrassed now. You don't need to be. You're tired. Rest. Can I get you a drink? Thanks, but I just had one. Word mail? Do you think it's more work? Doesn't look like it. Ellie was worried and just wanted to check up on me. Ellie? She's in the special sports section, right? She helped Yuna and the others in Crossbell. You met her 3 months ago, right? Yep. Sharing information with each other pretty frequently ever since. I ask her for advice about simple everyday stuff too, though. It's good to hear. Anyways, try not to push yourself so hard. I'll try. This game has some of the best bonding events. Even better than Reverie. Squire Elrond is excited to have everybody on the boat. Chip, Trevor. Now you and the rest of Class 7 just need to focus on the rescue mission, and we'll be here to assist. Perfect. No! Wow! So you'll be taking command of the ship whenever Gaius is away, right? Yeah, I can't promise it'll be entirely smooth sailing, but I can be ready at a moment's notice. No worries, Rosine, you got this. Talk to the character sitting in the captain's chair to go to different locations or assemble your party. They can be accessed via the quick travel and camp menus respectively. All right, let's see if there's anything new here. Pom-pom party, perhaps? We already viewed those. No pom-pom party. I am upset. Oh. Oh. A small piece of hull was like stuck between my teeth and my gums. Terrible. All right, how much money do we have? 23 grand plus 663 Sepith Mass. What is this jumbled mess? What is this? Come on. Oh, it's like me and Doovie are gonna have to be up there as well. A man with some range. Oh, come on. I'm so anal about this stuff. It's ridiculous. Come on. You know what? We'll spread them out. That'll work. All right. So we got some stuff to buy in here. Gaius and Machias are enjoying a Mountain Dew, perhaps. Machias, Gaius, you guys taking a break? Yeah, we were just talking about how nice it'd be to get everyone together for a drink one of these days. Back in Nord, we brewed this stuff called kumis. It's a liquor made from fermented mare's milk. I recently came of age and had the chance to try it myself. Came of age? A little bit of Yanni Walker, why not, eh? Maybe when all this is over, you can come visit and we'll all have some together. Traditional Nord kumis, huh? Sounds like something worth trying. Cheers, guys. I heard it was a mellow flavor when it makes popular with men and women. I feel bad that our younger friends wouldn't get any spirits, but I think we could have a fun night. No doubt. I've tried my fair share of alcohol since coming of age, but Nord kumis, huh? If Gaius is recommending it, I'm sure it's great. I'm sure it is. Anything new here? I doubt it. And juice and energy drinks? Nothing at all. Medical office where nobody is. Shower room. Hi, Ash. Feels better. What are you looking at? Need something in here? No, I'm fine. Were you taking a shower? I don't think of it. You always took a shower before heading out back at the dorm. You're right. I did bump into you a lot. Used to train in the morning, right? Guess I picked it up from my mom. She used to nag me a lot saying that taking a shower in the morning is what adults do. Oh, makes sense now. Wait, what am I doing talking to you about that? This ain't the place for chit-chat, you know? You're right. My bad. Well, I will take a shower.
This is nice.
We got 3 bonding points to do. Okay, lots going on there. Let's go see what's going on at the back here. On the deck. So... It looks like Fee with a little bit of a heart thing. Is she the only one with a heart thing? Oh. All right. Fee, what's on your mind? Oh, well, you had the perfect timing, actually. I wanted to ask you something. Would you take along with me for my training? I mean, if you got time, that is. Your training fee? I wonder what she's asking to come along. She looks unusually serious. Yeah, let's do it. You got it, Fee. I always got time for you. Thanks, Reen. Let's head on somewhere on land. Oh, so you don't want to take care of the ship's training room then? Nah, I need a pretty spacious area and one where we won't be too conspicuous. Given our current situation. This place is quite the sight. Kurt wasn't kidding when he said it looked straight out of a fairy tale. It's not really the most ideal of training spots, though, is it? Nah, but it is the perfect fallback. Against you, anyways. Against me? Let's cut to the chase. I need you to unleash your ogre form, Reen. I want to see how long I can hold it back. I'm not sure about this. Well, you do plan to keep on using it, don't you? You are the sacrifice, after all. I'm not against it or anything. It's up to you what you do with your own power, but if you ever do lose control of it, we're the ones who have to restrain you. Emma can do that with her magic, Laura's got her 6 sword skills, and Lisa has her Exa. But me? All I've got is my speed. Fee. Thanks. I appreciate you going through all this trouble for me. And I get why you picked the forest now. I mean, even if I did go berserk, the risks would be minimal with any of the villages around. Yep. Besides, I already got the go-ahead from Rose, so go on ahead. Ogre it out. Let's make this a practice bout. Just focus on counterattacking and evading. Alright, I'll release my ogre power when the time is right. If things get out of hand, stay as far away from me as you can. No need to go putting your life at stake as a mock battle, okay? Roger that. Let's get started.
Now!
Didn't picture I was going to be fighting Fee right now.
My turn.
Oh, I'm playing as Fee, though. Okay, that's interesting. So I do have her thing. 10 turns, delay 50%. That's good to throw on at 3 turns. The second I get an opportunity, I will do so.
Ready? Ha! Ha! You're done!
It didn't take him long.
Got it.
Crimson Slash!
Let's go.
Wow. You really couldn't give me an extra BP there just so I can...
Crimson Slash!
We.
I came up big.
My turn.
I could. I might have to.
Crimson Slash!
now he's gone berserk. Oh, God. All right. Get back up. There we go.
My turn. Blow him away! Zephyr Catfish! Got it. Sneaking mission, start. My turn. My turn.
Did we do it? Fast, but don't call me Sylphid for nothing. Nice moves, Fee. Kind of disappointed in myself, though. I really lost it there. Yeah, I figured it might happen. In fact, I'm glad it did. Maybe for some good hands-on practice, you know? I'm pretty positive I can hold you back now if you ever lose control around me again. Fee. I mean it. Just promise me you won't push yourself. I mean, if anything happened to you because of me, I won't. Trust me. You get it. William was my friend too, Reen. I know. It's kind of funny how much you've grown these past few years. You've got a bright future ahead of you, Fee. Not just as a bracer, but as a person too. Well, you can thank Sarah and the others for that. And Zephyr too, I guess. I'm finally living the way I want to be trained to, and back when I was a Jaeger. They taught me more than just how to down a squad, you know? Life lessons, the difference between right and wrong, things like that. Let's see. We still have some things to settle with the Jaeger King ourselves, though. And I got the rivalry to complete, and you, well, he's your father. Yeah, that's why I have to keep getting stronger. I can't let myself fall behind, not to Laura, or Elisa, or Emma, or any of them. Hey, what are you saying? What I'm saying is, in a way, you're like family to me too. There's this feeling I get when you pat my head. It's like I'm finally right where I belong. I know I'm just a kid to all of you. Elisa, Laura, and Emma were the grown-ups. And me? I just happen to be in the same class. But, you know, there's more than good enough for me. Or at least it was. When you lost control at the Grawl, when you disappeared from us, just like that, it was like this huge hole opened up, like I was shot right through the middle of my heart.
That's when I finally realized. I'm no different from Elisa and the others after all. I like you, Reen. A lot. And not just as a friend.
Oh. Didn't see that coming, did you? Well, don't worry about it. It's cool. I'm not that much older than Elise and Yuna, and after all, so that's not really the issue I'm having here. See, how do I put this? Listen, Fee, you don't have to say anything. I wasn't expecting much anyways. Huh? I don't want to make your situation any more complicated than it is. Besides, I know how you are. I just want to know how things were with me, that I feel the same way as the others. That's why I can't let Elise and the others outdo me. That's why I have to make sure I can hold you back, in case you ever lose control of yourself again. Hey. I said it before, but thank you for all that you've done and letting me know how you feel. Sorry to leave you hanging for now. I'll let you know when I'm ready to answer. Well, you know where to find me.
And by the way, why did you stop just now? Rude.
It's like, how dare you? I was just about to get off from the head pat. Huh? With what? Oh, that.
And here I thought you were supposed to be a ladies' man.
Oh, burn! I'll work on it. Oh, I love how they just like skip out on it. Like, you know what happened, but oh, jeez. So, I have just like a weird follow-up. Like, so, not that I don't mind. I'm open to anybody being the love interest here in whatever game, but like, why was Fee the only one that had the heart with her to talk to? Like, is that the same for everybody, or like does it change each time? And then like, is it because I used Fee more or whatever? All right. I think we're all done there, so we're gonna go downstairs where everyone else is hanging out. So what do we got here? We got 3 other people to hang out with. We got a shop and multiple people to sort of chill out with. Is that Yuna behind the counter here? You're behind the counter today? Yep. Just let me know if there's anything you need, not just equipment. If you want, I can even make you some snacks. Oh, that'd be great, Yuna. Just don't work too hard. Look who's talking. We need you ready for battle, instructor, not barely standing because you're exhausted. You've got us on your side, so don't hesitate to ask if you need it. Why do you say that? Well, Tina told me off for trying to do everything on my own, too. Anyways, you have Palm Party on your Arcus unit, right? I got an account, too. Let me add you. We can play a game of that or Vantage Masters if you want. It'll take our minds off the stressful stuff. Well, that's fine by me. So now we can play Pom Pom Party and Vantage Masters against her. And in addition to winning, we'll raise the bond, but only for your first victory. Interesting. All right, I wanted to see where the actual shop of weapons was, so I wanted to look at that. All right. The Merkaba are special airships given to the 12 Dominions. It's very rare for one to carry civilians, but seeing as you are associates of Father Gaius, exceptions have been made. All right, let's get the equipment here, sir. Probably actually shop would be it. We got robes. Fair enough. Master Quartz. Pandora! Increases damage of offensive arts. We'll buy that. We have to exchange some Sepith Mass. We got 30 grand and I'm hoping it's enough. So what? Oh, God, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. I mean, it's going to be enough for my party, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so they get lucky enough. They already have the. What is Duvie equipped with? Does he have a sword or something? Must. Not much, but alright. And then we can probably do a little bit of. Krill would probably benefit from having that holy robe. Maybe give Duvie some holy boots. And there's all my money gone. Jeez. Yeah, but the thing is though, they don't like sell for a lot. Like, I know it's little bits here and there, but like So I guess like the feeling is though, like all of these things though, like these aren't on anybody, right? Like if they're here, that means they're not being worn by someone, right? That's the one little thing I'm worried about. Yeah, armor doesn't sell at all, really. I mean, I got a lot of it, but... Save just in case it's a fuck up. Yeah, that's some good scratch right there. Yeah, 23 grand out of that. That's pretty good. Probably sell all of these. Just mash that button. Is there anyone else we should buy for? I guess the only thing is, does Doovie not have a weapon? It does not appear she does. Interesting. Alright, we have some money. I'm okay with that. Alright, so there's Muse. And then there's, there's basically just everyone just to sort of talk to. Crow's going to be the one that's going to start the party. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the bonding point people. And play some Pom Pom Party and Vantage Masters. And then we'll save Crow for another day. So, Yuna, what do you got?
So, what's it going to be?
You have nothing.
See you next time. So, what's it going to be?
We don't need any peckies because we got them all.
See you next time. So, what's it gonna be?
Fishing bait for materials. No, thank you.
So, what's it gonna be?
I don't sell fishing. Oh!
See you next time.
Alright, let's play Pom Pom Party first, because I feel like I can just beat Yuna in about 5 seconds on that one.
You're on, instructor.
Oh, how did I screw that up? Get out of here, Yuna. It's already game over, man. Oh. God. Come on, get me out of this. No! Oh my god, I was so full of myself. How did she beat me? I guess like that's one of those things of like I've run into that before of you gotta salvage those points. You gotta really hold on to them. Ugh. Give me a yellow. No.
How do you like that?
Yuna, how are you so good at this game?
You're on, instructor.
Like I know I gotta get those S marks. Like, oh, you gotta be quick on them. But jeez Louise. There we go. That was something. Ah. Come on, 7 point. Oh, so she still pretty close. Screw that up. Oh no! Couldn't give me a green, could ya? How is she so good at this? Ah!
How do you like that?
Holy! What am I doing wrong here? Oh my god, I'm getting murdered again. No! No! Oh. Oh my god, what am I doing? No, don't you dare. No, how do I? Oh my god. What am I, attacker? Like, I tried that. That didn't work out well either. Like, I think I just got to be quicker on the dial here. Like, you know, as soon as I get that S thing, just use it and just keep doing that. Oh my god, what am I doing? Being stupid. She already has like more, and then I blow a yellow like that. What are we doing here? No! Oh, what am I doing? I'm having a brain fart, like a legitimate brain. Oh my god. Thank you. Come on. Holy cow, Yuna, you couldn't have lost. Unfortunately, that took way too much time for me to figure that out. I'm gonna bounce out. You know, I would like to keep some of these nice little bonding. I'm just staring at that cat. So we got Crow, Muse, And it looks like we got Duvy and Altina go hang out with. On top of all the other people. So we'll talk it up with Sarah, Elliot, the people who don't have anything going on. See what they're chit-chatting about. But for pretty much it, that'll have to stay for Wednesday. So tomorrow is going to be the new game Eternites. If Persona is ever interested in you, that's the vibe I got from that. But yeah, we're going to use those bonding points on the next stream. I've got to go make my lunch for work. And I'm going to end up, if I'm not careful, I'm going to not be able to make my lunch. So just got to keep an eye on that. I'm glad to see that the people are having fun on the ship, considering everything that's been going on. Obviously, you know, they're having their conversations. But for Reen, for myself, thank you all for popped on in. It's been a pleasure of mine. I will see you tomorrow with the new game Eternites. Have a blast, everyone. As Kenny Omega says, time for me to bounce out and say goodbye and good night. We're out. See you later. Bye-bye, everybody. That one.